This is KD2GYU. Does anybody need to use the repeater and/or need a signal report before I begin cycle 1 of the Western Mass traffic net? Good morning. This is cycle 1 of the ARRL Western Massachusetts traffic net. This net meets daily at 10 a.m. local time on the Nobark, Mount Greylock, K1 FFK 146.91 repeater with a PL of 162.2. The purpose of this net is to handle any messages between the cities and towns of Western Massachusetts and provide liaison to the first region net that meets on 39.48 at 1:45 p.m. local time. This is a directed net. Please do not break the net unless you have emergency or priority traffic, and please do not leave the net without first informing the net control station whenever possible. Your net control station this morning is Kilo Delta 2 Golf Yankee Uniform. My name is Ted, and I am in New Lebanon, New York. At this time, are there any stations holding emergency or priority traffic? Emergency or priority traffic only, please call now. No stations heard. Net control is now looking for our first region liaison station, Alpha Bravo 1 Tango Charlie. Paul, please call and list any traffic. Nothing heard from AB1TC. Now, net control is looking for any stations holding traffic or announcements for the net. Traffic or announcements only, please call now. And I would like to note that I do have one piece of traffic going to N1 QOV today.
Duly noted. Here is November 1 Quebec Oscar Victor and 1 QOV OB in Pittsfield. I am running commercial power. Commercial power. I have no traffic for the net. We'll do announcements and also take that one piece of traffic for my station.
Thank you, Obi. Do you want to take that piece of traffic after we conclude the net?
We can call formal traffic during the net at the end of the net, if you'd care to.
All right, that sounds good. I would like to recognize N1 QOV OB in Pittsfield running commercial power. I am now looking for any stations wishing to check in to the Western Mass traffic net. Any stations with or without traffic are welcome and encouraged to check into the net. Please call now.
Here is Kilo Charlie 1 Alpha Echo Oscar Rich in Lovell, Massachusetts. I'm running commercial power. I hold no traffic. Good morning, Ted, and good morning to the net. This is Kilo Alpha 1 Juliet Oscar Uniform 10 in Peterborough, New Hampshire. Commercial power, no traffic. And this is NOKBA, commercial power, no traffic.
location, and their call sign again. I missed it.
Yeah, November 1, X-ray, Bravo, India. The name is Ramon. Romeo, Alpha, Mike, Oscar, November. Location, Williamstown, Massachusetts.
Roger. Any further stations checking in?
November 1, Mike, Whiskey, Juliet, Ellis, New Ashford, solar photovoltaic, battery power, no traffic. Here. Whiskey, Alpha 1, November, Tango, India. Name is John, QTH, Northampton, running commercial power. Good morning. This is Kilo Charlie 1, Charlie X-Ray Zulu, Jessica in Charlemont, Massachusetts, running handheld battery power. No traffic to report. Good morning, Net. Charlie 1, Bravo Yankee Delta, Rich Pittsfield, battery power. No traffic. Good morning, Net.
All right, I would like to recognize KC1AEO, Rich in Ludlow, KA1JOU, Ken in Peterborough, N1XBI, Ramon in Williamstown, N1MWJ, Ellis in New Ashford, WA1NTI, John in Northampton, KC1CXZ, Jessica in Charlemont, and KC1BYD Rich in Pittsfield. Thank you for joining us this morning. Any further check-ins? November 1, November Hotel, battery power, Hey, good morning, N1NHT, Jason, mobile somewhere. Didn't catch the town, you're a little scratchy into the repeater. Battery power. Obi, would you like to go ahead with some announcements?
Okay, round number 1. I'll do the long one, seeing you're not doing anything. As usual, most of this is either on the NOBARC website, Northern Berkshire Amateur Radio Club.org, somewhere on the internet, or as always, I made it up.
K1FFK.
Okay, Newcomers Roundtable, first and third Monday of the month, 7:30. This repeater, all welcome. Informal net. Let's see, what are you? Newcomers, what do we got here? Newly licensed hams, upgraded hams, and old timers alike, first and third Monday, 7:30. This repeater. First Monday of the month before the Newcomers Roundtable, the Races Emergency Net. First Monday, 7 p.m. of this repeater. And the first Tuesday of the month, 7 p.m., the Medical Reserve Corps Emergency Net. And seeing, what is it, Friday, the Sunday morning Aries Emergency Net, starting at 8:30, no, yes, 8:30 Sunday morning, 39, 44, 75, 80 meters. Then moving over to the NOBARC repeaters, 2 meters at 9, 6 meters, 9:30, 440 at 9:45, and 220 at 10 a.m., all on the NOBARC repeaters, which you can find on the Nobark webpage. Coming up, Mount Tom Amateur Radio, whatever it is, Ham Fest Flea Market, 7 March. March 7th, Mount Tom Flea Market. If you want more on that, it's the Mount Tom Amateur Radio, MTARA.org, I guess it is. Let's see here. Passes of BIS. What's today? The 16th. Last one's at 10:14 a.m. coming up soon. And finally for round number 1, current conditions, Pittsfield, hazardous weather. I'm not sure what it is, but now the sun is shining, 26 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind is out of the west at north, west at 9 miles per hour. Wind chill is 17. Today, chance of snow, looks like it's clearing up until Sunday, and more snow coming in, and I guess Monday is a holiday. Okay, end of round 1, back to net.
Thank you, Obi. Are there any further stations that wish to check in to the Western Mass Traffic Net? Please call now.
Here is Kilo Charlie 1, Alpha Juliet X-Ray, Darren, Great Barrington, no traffic. Good morning, net. Oh, commercial power.
Good morning. I'd like to recognize KC1 AJX, Darren in Great Barrington. Question for N1QOV. Would you like traffic before I close the net or after I close the net?
Well, it's a traffic net, so usually I take traffic during the net, or maybe I'm wrong.
Nope. I just was wondering how that worked. We don't have much traffic.
Okay, you gonna do another check-in, or shall I finish up with these insane announcements?
Why don't you finish up?
Okay, useless stuff you probably never need. Martyrs Day in Benin, Prohibition Remembrance Day. Oh, I don't remember that. Russian Winter Festival. Boy, good time was had by all. Religious Freedom Day in the USA. I don't see that happening, but that's okay. What's going on here in the USA? National Nothing Day. That's like George and Seinfeld's TV program. Nothing. National Nothing Day. Okay, National Fig Newton Day. I could go with that. And National Religious Freedom Day. I think the Pope's still over there in the Philippines, but that's... Anyway, for a special truck driver out there in the wilds of who knows where, 36 days until Daytona 500. Happening with Nobark, January 25th, the club meeting, Berkshire Humane Society, 214 Barker Road in Pittsfield. And VE session, ham radio license testing, I guess all classes, or all license classes, at the Berkshire Medical Center, North Street in Pittsfield. Again, January 24th, ham radio license testing. Sign in at 8:30, paperwork and junk, and then 9 a.m. the exams begin, usually. Things happening this week on HF, the YL, whatever ISSB, QSO party, side band, all bands. The LZ Open contest, CW only, Hungarian DX contest. Both modes are CW and phone, 160 through 10. North American QSO party, sideband, 160 through 10. They got a digital felt hell. What is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19? I guess that's it for the weekend. Solar flux is at 131, A is 6, K is 2, count is 62, and finally, no big blobs on the APRS, BHF, UHF propagation map. So anyway, end of announcements, and 1QOV back to net, ready for traffic.
All right. Obi, this is message number 2. Routine. Hotel X-Ray Golf. Amateur call. Kilo Delta 2. Golf Yankee uniform. Figures 22. New Lebanon, New York. Figures 12125. January 16. Mixed group, January 16. Address 2 amateur call and 1 QOV. Break. December traffic from amateur call Kilo Delta 2 Golf Yankee uniform. X-ray. Sessions. Figures 1. Stations. Figures 10, 1, 0. Commercial power. Figures 6. Battery power. Figures 4. Total minutes. Figures 11. Messages. Figures 0. X-ray. Figures 7, 3.
K1FFK.
Break. Signed. Ted. Tango. Echo Delta. Amateur call. Kilo Delta 2 Golf Yankee uniform. End of messages. No more messages.
Okay, no singing on the amateur radio. That's the way. I like it. Nice job, Ted. Roger, your number 2. Back to now.
Great, thank you for that, Obi. And at this time, are there any final stations wishing to check into the Western Mass Traffic Net? Please call now. No stations heard. With that, this closes Cycle 1 of the Western Mass Traffic Net. I would like to thank the Northern Berkshire Amateur Radio Club for the use of the Mount Greylock K1FFK 146.91 repeater. The time is now 10:19. I now return the repeater back to regular amateur radio use. Thank you to all the stations who checked in and to those who stood by while the net was being conducted. This is Ted, Kilo Delta 2, Golf Yankee uniform, now signing clear. 7-3s, the net is now closed.